Before we go on with this video, I just want to make sure you guys keep Andre Howell in your thoughts. In case you guys didn't know, Andre Howell was diagnosed with cancer last Friday, so he's going to be dealing with that for the foreseeable future. I'm pretty sure Andre Howell will come back. I have 100% faith that Andre Howell is going to beat this cancer and he'll be back on the team in the future. So with that being said, be sure to, keep him in your prayers and he'll be alright. So anyways, the corners, or the DBs in general, I feel more comfortable about our secondary this season than last season. And if I would have made this video last week, I would have told you how we had a really good trio of safeties. But things changed now because of the Andre Howell situation. Now we just got Justin Reed and Tyrann Mathieu. After that, everything else is a question mark. The starters are probably going to be Tyrann Mathieu and Justin Reed at safety. After that, I have no idea who is realistically going to take those backup spots. We have Treston Decoud and Corey Moore, but that's about it. So the backup spots are probably going to go to them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans brought back Quentin Demps or Eddie Pleasant, although I'd prefer Trey Boston and Kenny Vaccaro. But I'm still pretty comfortable with the safety position despite Andre Howell going through that. So I do think our safety positions are pretty good at the moment. Depth-wise, losing Andre Howell, our depth took a pretty huge hit. Because now, instead of having 3 good cover corners, now we only got 2, which is Justin Reed and Tyrann Mathieu. So, safety-wise, I do feel more comfortable than I was last year. I do like this group of safeties more. I don't think our team's going to get burnt deep this season because of our safeties. However, when we go to the corner position, it's a bit worrisome. The only for sure thing we have at corner is Aaron Colvin. Like, we know Aaron Colvin is a shutdown nickel corner. Can he play outside? I don't know. I really don't. For a fact, we know that Aaron Colvin is the best nickel corner in the league, and he can shut down whoever he's covering in the nickel spot. Outside, we don't know that yet. We don't know if he could play out there, but what is known is that he can play in the nickel spot, and he can be very good doing so. But other than that, everything else is just wish and hope. Wish and hope Jonathan Joseph doesn't suck this year again. Wish and hope that Kevin Johnson bounces back to his 2015-2016 form. Now, I am a believer in Kevin Johnson. I do believe Kevin Johnson will bounce back. Last year was just a bad season. Players have bad seasons. It happens, Kevin Johnson was actually good year 1 and year 2. And there is rumors out there that Kevin Johnson has been performing good in OTAs, but I mean, in my opinion, at the end of the day, OTAs are just OTAs. OTAs, you shouldn't really base anything off of OTAs. If it was training camp, it'd be something different, because in OTAs, you're just out there in shorts and a jersey and a helmet. That's about it. Like, you can't wear pads, you can't have contact practice, so it's not really something you can really base him off of. So if Kevin Johnson continues to perform good in training camp, then I'll start buying into the hype. But as of right now, OTAs, that's irrelevant. But although I will say this, if he starts off good in OTAs, maybe that can translate to training camp, and then from training camp to the preseason, and then from the preseason to the regular season. But that's about it. But I'm not buying into the hype yet. I'll just wait until training camp here, like in what, 5 to 6 weeks. So as of right now, everything's a question mark regarding the starting corner positions besides Aaron Colvin. And the backup spots, I guess Kareem Jackson is officially downgraded to a backup corner or a backup player, unless they plan on playing Kareem Jackson at safety, which in my opinion would make more sense, because he does have the skill set to play a safety. And if I'm being honest, I want Justin Reed to start. I think Justin Reed can be really good, but Bill O'Brien doesn't start rookies unless they're first round picks. It's rare when he does so. Like, when he does, it's because someone got hurt or it's already late in the season. Like, it took him a while to start Bernardrick McKinney in his rookie year, and we had a no-name next to Brian Cushing. So, yeah, I think it might be quite difficult for Justin Reed to see the field. I think Kareem Jackson could finally possibly make that move to safety. And then behind him, we have Johnson Batamosi, who should really just be a special teamer. If Johnson Batamosi sees the field on defense, then that's bad because he's not that good. And then we got Jermaine Kelly as well, the rookie 7th round pick. I don't really know how to feel about him. Maybe he can develop, maybe he can't, maybe he's just a special teamer. But that's really about it, about our DB. Safeties, I think we're fine. Andre Howell kind of is a huge blow to the secondary depth-wise, or the safety group depth-wise. Corners are big question marks. What would I do? I'd go get Brashad Breeland. I'd go pick him up and move Kareem Jackson to safety. I think that'd be a win-win situation. You move Kareem Jackson to where he's better at, and you bring in another good corner. That, in my opinion, would be easily the best option. But knowing the Texans, they probably wouldn't even bother signing another DB. They'll probably just stick with what they have already. And I'm not too comfortable with the corners, I will admit. And safety, I'm okay with, but Tyrann Mathieu does have an injury history, so that's something to be concerned about. Hopefully he stays healthy this season. So I guess the DB group is just wish and pray. Wish and pray Tyrann Mathieu stays healthy. Wish and pray Jonathan Joseph doesn't suck. Wish and pray Kevin Johnson bounces back. Which is not really something I'm a fan of. I'd rather have solid players that I know are going to perform well. And Breeland, I know would perform well. So, if I was the Texans, he would have already been on the team the second he got cleared to pass a physical, which was earlier last month. So I don't know what the Texans plan to do now with the Andre Howell situation. Hopefully they do bring in another DB. But again, they'll probably stick with what they have. So anyways, that's all I really have for you guys today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.